Hey guys, so I found this cool old train car today, just out in the middle of nowhere. It's not mine. I just found it, and I was going to show you some cool things I found out about it. So you can see here we got the wheels mounted in these little structures called wheel trucks, where it's four wheels to a truck, and each of these wheels are like one solid piece of metal, just sit on the rails, and they got flanges to prevent them from falling off. And you can see they got the axle right there. They have the brake pads, which are right now stuck up against the wheel. I guess whoever owns this train car didn't want it just rolling off. But if you need to make sure that the axles are well oiled, you can open these little doors right here. And inside those, you can see the train axle. It's very simple. It's basically just a metal cylinder in a hole. It's got some little oily rags down there. You can still see oil in the reservoir. And it's very clean for how old this train is, but just make sure that that's filled. That's used to cool and lubricate the axle. You just make sure that's full to prevent the bearing from overheating and the train from derailing. So let me close that up. Gonna be a bit loud. Yeah, you can see these little springs here. That's the suspension for the trucks. See here, this train is very old. There's no wood on any of these steps, but this is how you would have gotten off and on the train. So if you wanted to, if the brakes on this train weren't permanently stuck on, if you wanted to turn the handbrake, you'd turn this wheel one way or the other, and this would cause the chain to wrap around the wheel, or well, I guess this metal rod, and this would tighten against this pulley. Yeah. Then pull those push rods back there, and those would be connected to those brake pads I showed you earlier, which would rub up against the wheel and stop the train. And then, of course, it's got the wheel's got these little teeth on it, which I don't think the system works anymore, but back in the day you would put this thing here, and that would cause the so that you could either only tighten or loosen the wheel, to prevent some ruffian or miscreant from turning the brakes off and making off with your cargo. If I jump down here, I can show you another way of operating the brakes other than manually. It would be the air brakes. So if I remove this plug from this air hose right here, you can see this would this air hose would connect to the next car up, which would then connect to the locomotive, and the locomotive would have a compressor, and you could then use this valve here. You turn that on, and you could use the pneumatic pressure to operate the brakes, and it would operate all the brakes on all the cars at once. And the way these were designed was actually so that if it ever lost pressure, the brakes would automatically snap close and stop the train, which is a pretty cool safety feature in the design, in my opinion. Let me just put this plug back in here. I swear to God, someone should hire me as a brakeman. Here. Yeah, okay, so that's closed up. Next you can see here, we got the knuckle. This would be used to connect the train to whatever other, if you were hooked to connect this car to other cars. And the way you would open this is, as you can see right now, it's locked, but you would grab this handle, pull it, it would just push that key up, and if I can keep this open just with my leg here, you can then open and close the knuckle. Hang on. There we go. Okay, that's what I wanted. Then you would grab the knuckle, and you can open it, and then put the other knuckle in it, close it around there, and that's how you link the train to other cars. moving on.